Hi, I'm Martha with Martha's Creative Life. Welcome to my channel. We are doing episode number 5 today. If you are new here or if you're a returning viewer, I am so glad that you're here. Hi! So I want to go ahead and get started with our video. I cannot believe that I'm on podcast number 5 already. It's been a month and 1 week so far. So today that I'm filming this is actually on a Monday. It's a holiday for me from work. So I hope if you are off today that you're enjoying your time as well. And I hope that you have a wonderful upcoming week. This past week personally has been super busy because for work it was end of the month, beginning of the month, all that good stuff that comes along with the work life. So in my sewing room, really pretty much during the week I didn't get a chance to get a whole lot done because once I got home, got dinner on the table, got cleaned up, and then spent a little bit of time with the hubby, it was time to go to bed and start the day all over again the next day. So I did on Saturday get to work on this wonderful little guy here. So we'll go over him in just a few minutes. So what I wanted to go over first is I had to go to my local sewing store yesterday, my quilting store, because you would not believe it, I ran out of this stuff. I'm working on a project and I needed some spray starch, and this bottle was full. There's nothing left in it now. So I had to run to the store and get some more of that. So I've had to find another brand that was unscented instead of, I couldn't find the Mary Ellen's Best Press that was scent free. I couldn't find it there. They didn't have it in stock. So I got another brand. Seems to work just as fine. I think I like Mary Ellen's Best Press. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you, since we're talking about that, that's the question of the week is, do you starch your fabric or not? So I know that's a loaded question for a lot of us. Sometimes we love to starch, sometimes we don't. So let me know in the comments below if you like to starch or not. Word of caution, if you are a cotton cuts person or you want to start working with cotton cuts or any company that offers pre-cut fabrics, please don't starch those. Your fabric does need to be starched before you cut it. So that'll go over that in another video as to why, the reasons why you don't want to do that. But just word of caution, if you're getting your gnomes or your clues of the month for Village Green, or if you're working on Carnival, don't starch those. So just take my word for it. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the question from last week. You all had answered a lot of you answered the questions, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And what I had asked you was some of your favorite notions. So me and my list, I had to write it down what your favorite notions were because I wanted to share it with you all. And I thought that actually would give someone who is new to quilting, who has not done much and maybe does not have a lot of notions, this is kind of a good list to go off of to begin your sewing space and your creative space and having some of your favorite notions. So the first, so let's just go ahead and go down the list. Rotating mats was a common one. K. Buckley scissors. 2 of you said the Flower Blade Saver from Missouri Star Quilt Company. 3 of you had the snips, and 1 was the squeeze kind. Our favorite Jack, the seam ripper. Lots of Wonder clips, sew line pencil, acorn pen, and the Quilters Select rulers, specifically the 4x5 or 4.5. There was 2 of you said that. Square rulers, add a quarter ruler, a 6x12 ruler, a 12.5-inch ruler, and even just your regular rulers. You just love to have that in your sewing space. So that was really neat to see that. But would you believe the most common notion that was the favorite out of everyone that commented as of this video was the rotary cutters? And I have to agree, my Martelli rotary cutter has been my best friend the last couple of weeks. Even more than my Jack, the seam ripper. So that was really neat to see that that's your favorite notion for a lot of you, is your rotary cutter. And then the next in line would be the rulers. So if you're new to sewing and quilting, make sure you go ahead and research rulers and rotary cutters. I think that'll be something that you'll be using a lot of, because that's what a lot of us use as well. So next we will talk about the upcoming goals and projects. I did, well, let's backtrack. So the next thing we'll talk about is some Happy Mail that I got in the mail. I did get my Village Green clue number 8 in the mail. So I can't believe we're on clue number 8 on Village Green. It's going to be done here before we know it. And then I also got my Cotton Cuts small number, clue number 2 for Carnival. And I'm doing the Sky Flyer for that one. And then, so that is all pretty much the mail that I got in the mail. So that's going to be some of my upcoming projects. I have kind of pushed the Carnival, or not Carnival, the Village Green. I pushed that one off to the side just for a little bit so that I can get caught up on my gnomes and work on a little bit more of my Carnival. So the gnome that I have behind me, that is the July boy, and he turned out amazing. I love his scruffy beard and then his little hat with the watermelon. He turned out super cute. And of course, we got Flat Nancy checking him out, seeing how I did with my points. I did pretty good. I did do one thing a little bit differently. I did use the Quilt Smart grid like I always do, but this time I laid it out and I pressed down all my squares first. Then I sewed my half square triangles and put those on there. Usually I do it the complete opposite. And I thought, let's change it up and try it a little bit different. And that was a lot of fun. And I thought that the points turned out really good on him. And I didn't make something else this week. I made a little frame for my sewing room. It says Martha's Creative Life, established 2022. I thought that was something fun, and that type of metal and wood and yellow flowers just spoke to me. So I decided to put it all together, and I found all that at the Hobby Lobby. So that pretty much wraps up episode number 5. I do have a couple of extra little videos that I'm going to add to the end of this video. One was Thursday night, my husband and I sat outside after work. We had a torrential downpour, and so all of you really enjoyed listening to the rain that last time, and this time the rain came down even harder, so I wanted to make sure I videoed that for you so I could share that with you. And then Saturday, before I headed to the quilt store to go pick up my starch, I saw some butterflies that I hadn't seen recently, maybe because it's been a little bit cooler. Still hot here in Alabama, but just a little bit cooler. Maybe they were out, so I'll share that with you. So until next time, I look forward to reading your comments, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great week. Happy sewing. Bye.